1 Kings 22. This is the last chapter before 2 Kings. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yehoshua died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity over 2,000 years ago. That's the son of Elohim. Yah is a very jealous El. He's so jealous that he doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. And the letter J is about 600 years old. And Yah is short for YahWeh, YahWeh, same thing. Yod-He, Vav-He. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only. I was waiting for my phone to charge, so I decided to read a little bit. I was reading through Jeremiah, and then I decided that I wanted to go into the New Testament. And so I just went and I tried to find where Yehoshua died on the stake. And in the Christian Bible, they call it crucifixions, but in the Messianic Bible, they call it impaling. So they impaled his hands and his feet to a stake. And it doesn't say that a Roman had come up to him and impaled him also. It leaves that out. Yeah. There's a few differences when you look at going through like 20-30 different languages compared to just taking it from Hebrew to English and Greek to English and Aramaic to English. Also, 1 Kings 22. And they continued 3 years without fighting between Aram and Yisrael. Aram is Aram. And it came to be in the 3rd year that Yehoshaphat, sovereign of Yehuda, came down to the sovereign of Israel. And the sovereign of Israel said to his servants, "Do you know that Ramoth in Gilead is ours?" Ramoth is Ramoth and Gilead is Gil''AD with a line underneath it, is ours, and we are keeping silent from taking it out of the hand of the sovereign of Aram. And he said to Yehoshaphat, which is spelled Yehoshaphat, "Do you go with me to battle at Ramoth Gilead?" And Yehoshaphat said to the sovereign of Israel, "I am as you are, my people as your people, my horses as your horses." And Yehoshaphat said to the sovereign of Israel, Please first inquire for the word of Yah." And the sovereign of Israel gathered the prophets, about 400 men, and said to them, "Do I go against Ramoth Gilead in battle, or do I refrain?" And they said, "Go up, for Yah does give into the hand of the sovereign." And Yehoshaphat said, "Is there not here a prophet of Yah besides, that we might inquire of him?" And the sovereign of Israel said to Yehoshaphat, "There is still one man, Micah Yahu, Mik with a line underneath of it, Ayehu, son of Imlah, Yimlah, to inquire of Yah by him, but I hate him, because he does not prophesy good concerning me, but evil." And Yehoshaphat said, "Let not the sovereign say so." So the sovereign of Israel called an officer and said, "Bring Micaiah, son of Yimlah, at once." And the sovereign of Israel and Yehoshaphat, sovereign of Yehuda, were sitting each on his throne, dressed in their robes, at a threshing floor at the entrance of the gate of Shamron. And all the prophets were prophesying before them. And Sidkiah, Tsid with a line underneath of it, Qiyah, son of Kenana, Kena', had made horns of iron for himself and said, Thus said Yah, with these you push the Arameans until they are destroyed. And all the prophets were prophesying so, saying, Go up to Ramoth Gilead and prosper, for Yah shall give it into the hand of the sovereign. And the messenger who had gone to call Micaiah spoke to him, saying, See now, the words of the prophets with one mouth are good towards the sovereign. Please let your word be like the word of one of them, and you shall speak good. And Micaiah said, As Yah lives, whatever Yah says to me, that I speak. And he came to the sovereign, and the sovereign said to him, Micaiah, do we go against Ramoth Gilead to battle, or do we refrain? And he answered him, Go and prosper, for Yah shall give it into the hand of the sovereign. And the sovereign said to him, How many times have I made you swear that you do not speak to me except the truth in the name of YahWeh? So he said, I saw all Israel scattered on the mountains as sheep that have no shepherd. And Yah said, These have no master. Let everyone return to his house in peace. And the sovereign of Israel said to Yehoshaphat, Have I not said to you that he would not prophesy good concerning me, but evil? He hates him because of his actions. In the New Testament, you're not supposed to hate people. You're just supposed to hate the actions. But I still think about a just system where rapists and pedophiles and murderers should still get the death penalty. You had your chance. Then he said, Therefore hear the word of Yah. I saw Yah sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of the heavens standing by him on his right and on his left. And Yah said, Who shall entice Ahab to go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And this one said this, and another said that. And a spirit came forward and stood before Yah and said, Let me entice him. And Yah said to him, In what way? And he said, I shall go out and be a spirit of falsehood in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, Entice him and also prevail. Go out and do so. And now see, Yah has put a spirit of falsehood in the mouth of all these prophets of yours. And Yah has spoken evil concerning you. And Sidquayahu, son of Kenana, came near and struck Micaiah on the cheek and said, Where did the spirit of Yah pass over from me to speak to you? And Micaiah said, Look, you shall see on that day when you go into an inner room to hide. And the sovereign of Israel said, Take Micaiah, and return him to Ammon, the governor of the city, and to Joash, son of the sovereign, and say, Thus said the sovereign, Put this one in prison and feed him with bread of affliction and water of affliction until I come in peace. So with bread of affliction and water of affliction, I'm pretty sure that means that they're not going to give him bread or water, so they're going to starve him. All because he gave them a word that they didn't like. Fascism. And water of affliction until I come in peace. And Micaiah said, If you ever return in peace, Yah has not spoken by me. And he said, Hear, all you people. And the sovereign of Israel and Yehoshaphat, the sovereign of Yehuda, went up to Ramoth Gilead. And the sovereign of Israel said to Yehoshaphat, Let me disguise myself and go into battle, but you put on your robes. So the sovereign of Israel disguised himself and went into battle. And the sovereign of Aram had commanded the 32 commanders of his chariots, saying, Fight with no one, small or great, but only with the sovereign of Israel. And it came to be, when the commanders of the chariots saw Yehoshaphat, that they said, Indeed, it is the sovereign of Israel. So they turned aside to fight against him, and Yehoshaphat cried out. And it came to be, when the commanders of the chariots saw that it was not the sovereign of Israel, that they turned back from pursuing him. And a man drew a bow in his simplicity, and struck the sovereign of Israel between the joints of his armor. And he said to the driver of the chariot, Turn around and take me out of the battle, for I am wounded. And the battle increased that day, and the sovereign was propped up in his chariot facing the Arameans, and died at evening, and the blood ran out from the wound onto the floor of the chariot. And as the sun was going down, a shout passed through the camp, saying, Each to his city, and each to his land. So the sovereign died, and was brought to Shamron, and they buried the sovereign in Shamron. And when the chariot was washed at a pool in Shamron, the dogs licked up his blood where the whores bathed, according to the word of Yah, which he had spoken. And the rest of the acts of Ahab, and all that he did, and the ivory house which he built, and all the cities that he built, are they not written in the book of annals of the sovereigns of Israel? Ah, yes, I went and looked, and Chronicles is annals. It has it in brackets there. It says Chronicles 1 or Chronicles 2, and on both of them in brackets it says annals. So Ahab slept with his fathers, and Azyahu, A-H with a dot, A-Z-Y-A-H-U, his son reigned in his place. And Yehoshaphat, son of Asa, began to reign over Yehudah in the 4th year of Ahab, sovereign of Israel. And Yehoshaphat was 35 years old when he became sovereign, and he reigned 25 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Azubah, A-Z-U-B with a line underneath of it, A-H, the daughter of Shilhi, S-H-I-L-H with a dot I. And he walked in all the ways of his father Asa. He did not turn aside from them, doing what was right in the eyes of Yah. Only the high places were not taken away from the people slaughtered, and burned incense on the high places. For the people slaughtered and burned incense on the high places. And Yehoshaphat made peace with the sovereign of Israel, and the rest of the acts of Yehoshaphat, and the might that he showed, and how he fought, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Yehudah? And the rest of the cult prostitutes who remained in the days of his father Asa, he cleared out from the land, and there was then no sovereign in Edom, ED with a line underneath of it, OM. A deputy was sovereign. Yehoshaphat made Tarshish, Tarshish, Tarshish ships to go to Ophir, Ophir, for gold. However, they did not go, for the ships were wrecked in Etzion Geber, Etsyongeb with a line underneath of it, ER, Etzion Geber. Then Ahazyahu, son of Ahab, said to Yehoshaphat, Let my servants go with your servants in the ships. But Yehoshaphat would not. So Yehoshaphat slept with his fathers, and was buried with his fathers in the city of David his father. And Yehoram, Yehoram, his son, reigned in his place. And Yahaziyahu, son of Yahab, began to reign over Israel and Shamron in the 17th year of Yehoshaphat, sovereign of Yehudah, and reigned 2 years over Israel, and did evil in the eyes of Yah, and walked in the way of his father, and in the way of his mother, and in the way of Jeroboam, son of Nebat, who had made Israel sin, and served Baal, Lord is Greek for Baal, and served Baal and bowed himself to it and provoked Yah Elohim of Israel according to all that his father had done.